in your team, I guess? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask if council can open up the council so they can ask questions of either yourselves or the city staff or Mr. Maddox. So I'm going to start with Councilor, I'll just start from the top. Councilor Graham, Bencomo, Flores.
I'm happy to defer to Councilor Graham first, and then I'll go after her. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you, everyone. I don't have questions. I'm just going to pop off a little bit, and then I'll be ready. Thank you, everyone who presented, who shared their perspectives. Thank you, Sister Beth, for everything that you do for our community. All that said, I've asserted in the past my changing perception about cannabis as I've kind of grown into being an elected official. I see cannabis as a medicinal substance that is a positive impact on our community, that is a positive impact on our economic development prospects. So I always throw that out there at the top. I won't speak on the constitutionality of the SUP. I will speak, though, on David's presentation, what the remaining variance issue was, which was the residential zone, and to bring up yet again, if we were talking about a multifamily housing complex, if we were talking an apartment, this wouldn't even be an issue. This to me is the kind of classist nonsense that planning and zoning perpetuates through our communities. So I'm expected to believe that it's too dangerous to have a cannabis dispensary near a single family home, but that's not an issue for folks who live in multifamily housing. I think that is discriminatory. I think that is hypocritical. And I was one of the non-winning voters to get rid of the buffer in the past. I would hope whatever it takes to get that back on an agenda again. I don't know what the procedure is for that, if we can revisit that. And perhaps some of my colleagues would have rethought their stances on the buffer zone. So again, please know that I do consider others' feelings on this. I consider the implications. I do more reading and put more time into this than you need to know. But yeah, just reiterating my stance. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Abeyta, then Bencomo and Flores.
Thank you. One question that I want to ask right away is regards to that of the appeal, if it was submitted in time. That is highly concerning if the applicant, if they had been checking, if there had been any appeals and there hadn't been, and then a few days later, that seems